You are watching the Mini War Geek channel, and this is a 9th Age battle report. I'm Alex, and today we will roll some dice. I've got a message from a mate recently.
To whomever call himself the leader of the tribe known as the Warriors of the Wolf God, thou wilt succumb to the power of the Empire. Lay down your weapons and your pagan beliefs or be destroyed. Kind regards, Knight Commander Birk von Bonk.
As the Warriors of the Wolf God fear no enemy, and I also had some errands, I packed my warriors and drove to Ljungby to heed the challenge. At dawn, when the Emperor's forces were closing in, the warriors took up positions to protect the most holy of holy ruins, the famous Wolf Tower ruin. We would not let the ordinary men of the Empire defile our holy tower. Those filthy casuals must be kept at bay. That is our main priority. If we spoil their drinking water, we can force them to turn back south and stop bothering us. The warriors of the Wolf God's army is my chosen lord, the army general. 5 warhounds, a wretched one, 10 warriors with great weapons, a forsaken one. 5 warhounds, 6 chosen, a wretched one, another forsaken one, 20 warriors, the exalted herald, with the manifestations Abiding Spirit and the brand of the dragon. He knows the spells Smite the Unbeliever, Breath of Corruption, and Wrath of the Wolf God. 5 more warhounds, 5 flayers with throwing weapons, and ambushing today 2 warrior chariots. The Empire of Sonnstahl's forces are of course led by Knight Commander Birk von Bonk, a Artificer, a Fire Wizard, the Marshal with the Battle Standard, and lastly the Wizard Master, Steve. He knows Altered Sight, Unerring Strike, the Stars Align, and Fate's Judgment. And from the left here we have 8 Imperial Rangers, and then we have 10 Imperial Rangers. We have 5 Raiders, more Raiders with more guns, a mortar, light infantry with crossbows, heavy infantry, another mortar, and 17 more crossbows. We have 14 knights from the Electoral Cavalry. We have 8 more rangers, a steam tank, another 8 rangers, and some more raiders, and finally, flagellants. So, warriors turn 1. I move up with everything. Steve used his scroll, so I couldn't use Wrath of God this turn. But Hellfire kills 5 archers. Breath of Corruption is cast and some warhounds are sacrificed, but it's dispelled. The flayers cast their throwing weapons on the archers and kill 2, but they pass their panic test on a roll of 7. Empire turn 1. The archers moves up, and the raiders move up. Everything else stays where it is. We have Flux card 4 here, and the Master Wizard cast Altered Sight, and the stars align on the crossbowmen. I let them go to be able to dispel the Flaming Sword's aura, but the Flaming Swords miscast on once, and then the shooting begin. Oh dear. The archers kill 1 flayer. The mortar shoots on the warriors and kill 4. The other mortar kills another 2. Here is where the extra toughness really shines. The raiders kill only 1 after 3 successful armor saves. The archers kill only 1 wolf. These guys don't hit anything. The raiders only kill 1 wolf somehow. The crossbowman kills a warrior, and the other crossbowman kill another one. And then the steam tank takes aim and hits the chosen lord. It wounds. Can I save it on a 4-up Aegis save? No. D3 wounds, and it's 3. Of course it is. Warriors turn 2. I release the hounds, the wolves charges the raiders, who surprisingly flee. The flayers charges the archers, the wolves roll 12 and catch the raiders. Steve thought that was scary and flew away, which is very fortunate for me. But only 4 inches, which is very fortunate for my opponent. My random wolves scatter in different directions. The warriors have finished their quality control of the ruin and loses one guy marching out from it. Maybe it was a sacrifice to the wolf god, or just clumsiness, who knows. The exalted herald moves up the left flank. The warriors in the middle hides in the ruin. All the non-charging wolves moves up to block and be annoying, as they are very good at that. And the 2 chariots ambush from the right. Hellfire kills 3 crossbowmen, and that's it. In the shooting phase, the herald uses his bad breath on the archers. It's very effective and the archers flee. The flayers proves once again that they can't fight and loses to the rangers 1-2. Empire, turn 2. No charges. The wizard master, Steve, rallies. And so does the archers. And the flaglands turn and readies for the chariot charge. Magic Flux card 1 here, and Altered Sight is cast on the crossbowmen. I let it go to dispel Flaming Swords again, and Flaming Swords is dispelled. And it's back to shooting. Oh boy. The raiders shoot the wretched one, but only makes 1 wound. It is saved on a roll of 5. These raiders kill the wolves. The steam tank misfires and can't shoot next turn. The mortar fire upon the ruin and kills 3 warriors. The rangers does 1 wound on the Forsaken one. The crossbowman does 4 wounds on the chosen, killing 2. The other crossbowman does another wound on them. The steam tank, who can't overrun or make pursue moves, is really unhappy about the wolves that block it, and shoots fire upon them, burning 3, and the last one is running for the hills. The flayers lose again, 0-1. Warriors, turn 3. The warriors with the great weapon charges the steam tank. The wolves charges the crossbowmen to get out of the way. The chosen charges the knights. And the chariot charges the archers, who flees and is now blocking the warriors. Good one, Alex. That's a big brain move. And the herald charges the rangers on the left flank. It needs a 9 and it gets a 9. The wolves automatically makes it, clearing the way for the chosen. All the chosen need now is a 7, but no, it's a roll of 5. And effect the charge. If the chariot makes the charge on the rangers, they are destroyed and the warriors once more have a clear path to the tank. But the chariot fails, so the warrior can't charge. Well, that sucks. And the fleeing wolf is now blocking my wretched one, so it has to make a run in an awkward angle, and of course it rolls high. The other wretched run, who are aiming for the archers who blocks the warriors in the ruin, needs a high roll, but of course it rolls low. And the Forsaken ones roll 8 and 12 and moves up. And I get the Magic Flux card 3, and Hellfire makes 1 wound on the wizard. I can finally cast Wrath of God, but it's dispelled. The flayers lose again, haven't killed a single one, but the herald kills all the archers and the raiders run away having witnessed the carnage. The wolves does nothing and are then killed. Empire turn 3. Instead of charging the tank and the knights, I will probably be charged instead. My opponent have a sneakier plan. He charges only the commander on the chosen. And then he rams the tank in there to help him. Nice move. Then he rallies the archers and goes on to magic. Flux card 5. Unerring Strike on the herald does 1 wound. He casts Altered Sight on the raiders and Flaming Swords on the crossbowmen. And the blaze goes on the herald, killing him. I tried but couldn't stop any of that. Shooting. The archers make 1 wound on the Forsaken one. The mortar kills another 2 warriors. The crossbowmen shoot but doesn't kill anything. The other mortar misfires. After 5 successful mortar shots in a row, this was a do. And it can't shoot next turn. The 3 archers does 2 wound on the wretched one as payback for trying to attack them earlier. And then we move on to fighting. The commander and the tank kills all the chosen but 1. But the commander also takes 1 wound. The remaining chosen champion now has to pass a break test on a 4. It rolls a 3 and makes it. Why worry? Having lost my herald and being blocked once again by the archers, I'm really losing confidence here. The warriors charges the archers, who surprisingly chooses to flee. The warriors are then considering going after the tank instead, but then decides to hunt down the archers and get to a better position. The warriors in the middle now charges the archers blocking them. And the chariot both charges the flagellants, but only one makes it. The warriors catch the archers and is now in a great position for round 5. And the random wolves moves with full speed ahead. The Forsaken one charges the tank. The Wretched one tries to get to the commander but fail. No magic left, as even the Chosen banner is destroyed. And of course no shooting, so we go straight to close combat. The chariot smashes into the flagellants, killing a handful, but takes 2 wounds in return. The warriors with paired weapon kills the archers and tries to overrun into the knights, but rolls too low. The general and the chosen champion makes 1 wound each, and the Forsaken one makes a wound on the tank. Empire turn 4, no charges, but the knight reforms and prepares for impact from the warriors. The crossbowman does the same. Flux card 2, and Fate's Judgment makes 3 wounds on the Forsaken one on the left. The Raiders shoots and kills 2 warriors. The Rangers tries to shoot the Forsaken one but doesn't do anything. The crossbowmen have -2 due to unwieldy and doesn't hit the warriors. The other crossbowman makes 1 more wound on the Forsaken one. The flagellants kill the chariot, and the general kills the chosen, and the Forsaken one makes 1 more wound on the tank. And we move on to the warriors turn 5. The warriors charges the crossbowmen and the knights. The remaining chariot charges the flagellants. The wretched ones both run and attack the knights and the commander. The Forsaken one to the left tries to help the warriors, but only roll an 8. The chariot also makes its charge. It's finally time for some proper fighting. And the Great Wolf God must be hungry, for the warriors hits all but 1 on 3+. And then they wound all but 1 on 2+. The knights save 5 on 4-up armor save, but 8 dies. The poor knights then kill only 2 warriors in return, and the knights flees and are run down by the warriors. The chariot kills the remaining flagellants but takes 2 wounds in the process. And the paired weapons warrior killed a lot of crossbowmen, but they are steadfast and stick around. Birk von Bonk kills the wretched one. And Empire turn 5 and Commander Birk charges the warriors in the flank. Unerring Strike kills the chariot, and the Stars Align is cast on Commander Birk. Shooting. The archers shoot but doesn't wound the Forsaken one. Again, will it survive? The Raiders shoot and... no, it's dead now. The warriors kill only 3 crossbowmen, somehow. Steam Tank kills the Forsaken one. The commander kills 4 warriors but are then killed himself. The warriors turn to face Steve, the wizard. The warriors charges Steve. My opponent messed up a bit by placing the wizard here, but redeemed himself a little with this brilliant move. Instead of holding and risking taking the charge, which was a probable charge, and dying or fleeing so that the warriors could overrun or pursuing off the board, he just fled and made the warriors fail the charge. Now they are still on the board for his last round, and he can shoot them or kill them with the steam tank if that breaks free from the wretched one. The warriors kills the crossbowmen, 1 turn too late. Now they too are out in the open, which is not good. The tank kills the wretched one, of course. The steam tank rams the warriors from behind. How rude. Pyro something flow kills 2 warriors. The crossbowman makes 1 wound on the last warrior. The rangers does nothing. And the Raiders shoot. Will he survive? Oh, they only make 1 wound. Can I save it on a 5-up? No. The steam tank kills 2 and the remaining warrior flees. While the fleeing warrior is still alive, it is worth full points for the Empire. My opponent get a total of 5,195 kill points against my 2,856. As no one succeeded with the secondary objective, the final score is 5 against 15 for the Empire. And my friend has earned his smug face after this one. Thank you so much for watching. We had a great time playing and I had a lot of fun making this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like. And of course subscribe to the channel if you want to see more battle reports like it in the future. If you haven't already, you should check out my first battle report I made. I slew some demons on the table, that is. The ones in my head are quite safe, don't you worry about that. And yeah, until next time, have a good one. Alex out. I'm Alex, and today I will roll some dice. Please hit like and blah, blah, blah. So Hello there. I am unable to remember what I was going to say. Thank you. Good night.